It's a story we've been following all week. A day after the CDC came out with a report showing an increase in autism, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he plans to find the cause.
Kennedy has been talking about making this a priority, and now he is pointing to a specific factor, and that's environmental toxins. Circle of Health reporter Denise Tador is here now to put it into perspective.
Yeah, and we've been staying on top of every word here. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. outlined his wish list for finding a way to reverse the rising tide of autism. But many families and medical experts say the answer is complex. The world of autism spectrum disorder is very nuanced and complicated, and they say RFK's focus may be missing the point.
This is a preventable disease. We know it's an environmental exposure. It has to be. Genes do not cause epidemics.
While many experts question Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s terminology, advocates for people with autism call them an insult.
I think we have to be very careful with the words epidemic and preventable and curable. Those are words that should not be even mentioned.
Matt Asner with the Ed Asner Family Center says those words are disrespectful to the millions of people living with autism. 4 out of 6 of Asner's children are on the spectrum. When Matt's brother was diagnosed with autism 40 years ago, he says the rate was 1 in 10,000. Now the latest CDC data reports 1 in 31 children.
In under-resourced communities, you're seeing diagnosis happen earlier and more, which is something that wasn't happening before.
But it's also due to decreased stigma and increased awareness and services that are available.
As for finding a cause, Dr. Douglas Vanderbilt, head of developmental and behavioral pediatrics at CHLA, says finding a single reason for such a complicated disease is like trying to find a silver bullet that doesn't exist.
Autism is not one condition. It's a whole series, a spectrum of conditions that have many different genetic underpinnings. And each of those genetic underpinnings may have different risk factors associated with that. Some may be environmentally mediated, some may be due to other things. And the other thing I think we have to emphasize is that there's been this sort of undercurrent of it's vaccines. It is not vaccines. Vaccines are not the cause of autism.
Kennedy says he plans to offer real-time data on the rates of autism and find answers about the cause by September.
So to say that you're going to find the cure or the cause of autism in 6 months is irresponsible.
Asner says the best way to help people living on the spectrum is not to cut off funding for research and for services.
I'm not just a dad who has 4 kids with autism. I'm also a service provider. Ed Asner Family Center provides services to people with autism. And if they cut those services, we'll close our doors for sure.
Advocacy and research group Autism Speaks shared its reaction to today's press conference with ABC News. The group calls Kennedy's comments disappointing and damaging and expressed concern that his words will contribute to misinformation about autism. Denise Tador, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Denise, thank you.